Hi, this is Alcam. Welcome back to my channel. Um, Today we had a terrible tragedy in the state of New Jersey around 12 this afternoon. Now it's 12 midnight here or past. Um, we had a horrible shooting starting in a cemetery around Jersey City, and it ended up in a kosher grocery store in the middle of the city. Um, We're not sure of all the details because apparently even the police are not even sure. It went from a drug transaction, gun transaction, none of them not even sure what the heck was going on. The officer showed up there. We just not exactly sure what happened. All we know is that something went wrong. They started shooting. They killed the officer. I don't know if he died at the scene or he died in the hospital. He was a 13-year-old veteran. Uh, he leaves behind a family, including 5 children. The story gets a little dicier because the suspect took off in a U-Haul. We're not sure if it was rented or stolen. And they went to this kosher grocery store. We believe now, according to the news station and police, that the store was delivery targeted. So I know they're saying it's not an act of terrorism, but if you're targeting people, especially if it's for a religion, you have to question this. Is this really a possible terrorist incident as well? Anyway, they went in, took hostages. Police got there. They started shooting. It was raining bullets for 4 hours. They were armed to the teeth. They were must have had those big magazines, semi-automatic weapons. 4 hours. Its shooting was so bad. Hudson County had police departments from all over the place. I think they even had a vehicle from New York City, and the Port Authority police were involved. We had a woman who was trapped in her car between the shooters and the police. I think they managed to rescue her. There were businesses nearby. They had to rescue people. They couldn't do anything about that kosher grocery store. So 4 hours. Meanwhile, you also had 43 schools in lockdown. So you had 30,000 students being held hostage by this situation. It was so bad. It looked like a Hollywood blockbuster movie coming to real life. Now, not far from New York City, on the other side of the Hudson. So when this was all over, they managed to get in. Unfortunately, there were 3 hostages that were killed. So we don't know if the shooters did it, and we don't know if the shooters killed themselves or the police killed them. We just don't know. There's a lot of details we don't know, and some speculations. One thing about the U-Haul truck, again, they're not sure it was stolen or was rented by these guys, and they claimed there was an incendiary device in the U-Haul. So it's a lot of strange things going on here in this situation. It was a man and woman are the suspects involved in the shooting, but we don't know nothing about them other than they're a man and woman. So we're still waiting for details as it comes along. We'll try to pass it on to you. But otherwise, you go follow your local news for more details. It was very tragic. Well, at least none of the school kids were injured. So, basically, a pretty bad day for Jersey City. So, the total was one officer dead, two officers are injured, and three hostages are killed, and as well as the two suspects. Like I said, we don't know the details about who these people were and what the weapons they used and magazines. We don't have any of these details right now. And it's going to be late in school in the morning. A lot of people are still not able to get into their homes, as least last checked. Hopefully soon they will be. But overall, this is a horrible tragedy. I know a lot of the gun advocates are going to be yelling and screaming, gun control, gun control, gun control. We don't know how they got these guns, so let's not to jump in any conclusions until we find out for certain who these people are, and in fact, did they target them where they should be charged with terrorism. Of course, they're dead, but still. It's an ongoing investigation. Hopefully, they will shed some light on this situation. So, I was originally supposed to post a scabing report from the New York City Controller's Office about the 179s. That's going to be done either tomorrow or the day after. So, that's the next video for this. After this. Okay, so this is Al Can saying so long for now. Don't forget your stop. And let's hope for the best. And see what happens. All right, good night.